Good day everyone, I am Nurhaisa Kamal Kondong and this is my report. Education builds the future, but only when what we measure can be trusted. Reliability ensures that every grade, test, and evaluation truly reflects the learner's ability. Okay, so as Abraham Lincoln once said, I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. In education, being true means being reliable, making sure that what we assess is fair, consistent, and honest. Likewise, Stephen Covey reminds us that trust is the glue of life. Reliability is the foundation of that trust between teachers and students, assessments and results, learning and growth. Okay, so when reliability is present, education becomes not just assessment of grades, but a journey of genuine learning and integrity. So in this video, we're going to discuss about a characteristics of quality assessment tools focusing on reliability. But before we dig deep to our topic, here's our learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to interpret RSVP principles, fairness, and authenticity in classroom assessment. Second, examine factors that strengthen or hinder the quality of classroom assessments. And last, analyze the benefits and trade-offs of each principles of RVSP, fairness, and authenticity in classroom assessments. Okay, so what is characteristics of quality assessment tool? So it is one that gives us accurate, fair, and useful results about learning. So ang quality assessment tools is to make sure that our assessment tool is effective and trustworthy. So it should have the following. So here's our characteristic of quality assessment tools. So we have here a reliability, validity, standardization, practicality, fairness, and authenticity. So in this video, let us focus on a reliability. So what is reliability? So reliability is equal to consistency, meaning that it is an assessment or test gives the same result when repeated under the same condition. For example, if a student takes a quiz today and again tomorrow without changing their knowledge, so they should get almost the same scores. So that means that the quiz is reliable, it is consistent. So according to standards, reliability refers to the consistency of students' scores across replications of a testing procedures, regardless of the way such consistency is estimated or reported. So in short, if student gets similar scores each time they are tested in the same way, so the test is reliable. So according naman kay Macmillan, reliability refers to the consistency of measurement. That is, how consistently a test measures whatever it measures. Meaning that reliables at least gives the same results every time it's used to measure the same thing. Okay, so now, ano naman itong assessment error? So ang assessment error is the difference between a student's actual performance and the score they receive on assessment. Okay, so to better understand this, we have this formula, which is the observed score is equal to true score or the signal plus the error or the noise. So the true score, it is the student really understand the lesson. So ito yung actual or true knowledge ng student kung ano yung naintindihan nila mula sa kanilang pinag-aralan. While the error naman, it could be positive or negative. It depends on the factors. So mamaya malalaman natin kung ano yung mga factors na pwedeng maging positive or negative sa observed score. Okay, so ang total ng true score plus or minus error depende sa kung ano yung factors is tinatawag natin na observed score. Ito na yung measurable or observable na nakukuha ng bata, for example sa exam nila, sa quizzes, yun yung tinatawag natin na observed score. Okay, so makikita natin dito na marami pa palang factors na pwedeng maka-affect sa assessment before tayo maka-arrive sa totoong scores or yung observable scores natin. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang klase ng errors, which is the internal error and the external error. So take notes class, that error could be positive or can be negative. So let's say that the internal error, like sa mood ng bata or students, maaring masaya siya habang nag-exam or malungkot siya habang may quiz or exam. So that could be either a positive or the negative. So sa external error naman, like masyadong mainit sa room or classroom or di kaya maingay, that will be a negative error. So because of this error, it can affect the actual or the true knowledge of student while answering the assessment. So kung ano man yung lalabas na result doon, yun yung tinatawag na natin na observed score. Let's say for example, so a student really understand the lesson. So let's say ang true score or yung actual knowledge ng bata is nasa 90. So but on the test day, they are nervous. So yung nervous na yun yung magiging factors, yun yung error. So that will be a negative factors or negative errors. Okay, so sabihin na lang natin na yung errors is nasa 5. So yung magiging observed score natin is true score minus 5. So we can get only a 85. So yun yung observed score natin nasa 85. So kung bakit natin siya na minus or nakagamit ng negative is because yung nervous nung bata is that will be negative yung nagiging factors or nagiging effect nun doon sa bata while naga-exam siya or naga-test, etc. Okay, so in assessment errors, it is the difference between what a student truly know or yung true knowledge ng student and what their score shows, so or yung observed scores. So here's in our example, the assessment error is the 5 because that is the difference of the 90 to 85. Okay, so now let us examine the possible factors that can strengthen or improve and hinder or weaken the reliability of an assessment tool. Okay, so let us examine first that factors that can strengthen the reliability. So first is the clear and well-structured test item. So meaning that each question in assessment is easily to understand and dapat free from ambiguity and naka-logical organized ito siya. Okay, so the next one is adequate test length, meaning assessment includes enough test items to accurately measure what it includes to assess. Dapat hindi ito too short or too long. Also, standardized administration, meaning so pag sinabi natin kasi na standardized administration, dapat yung assessment is under the same condition and procedure for all items or all test takers para ma-ensure yung fairness and consistency. Another one is objective scoring, means that test results are based on clear and finite criteria. So the last one is alignment with learning outcomes. So meaning that the test items or assessment tasks are directly connected to what students are expected to learn. So those factors can strengthen and improve the reliability. So the factors that can hinder or weaken the reliability naman, one of the example of this is the ambiguous or the tricky question, meaning yung mga question na masyadong malabo or mahirap siyang intindihin. Too few test items, like konti lang yung items na binigay dun sa assessment. And uncontrolled testing condition, let's say for example, sa environment masyadong maingay and such. So, sunod doon is subjective scoring or masyadong subjective yung test items doon or yung assessment. Test fatigue or masyado siyang mahaba or nakakapagod na siyang intindihin or that can require too much concentration yung assessment. And casing and inconsistent administration. So that factors can hinder the reliability of an assessment tool. Okay, so this concept map, malalaman natin dito yung interconnectedness ng bawat assessment tools. So dito makikita natin or malalaman natin kung ano yung or kung sino yung magbe-benefits or mag-trade offs of its principle sa ibang reporter. So dito, i-explain ito ng ibang reporter. Okay, so to sum it up, reliability is a consistency of result. Assessment error is a difference from truth. The factors, it is an affecting test accuracy or yung error. And the internal error is examiner related mistake, while the external error naman is environmental related factor. And the last one, the observed score, is the actual test result of an takers. To conclude this report, reliability is the key characteristic of a good assessment tool, ensuring consistent and dependable results that accurately reflect a learner's true performance. Means that reliability is equal to consistency of the score